It is 8 o'clock on the East Coast. It is 5 o'clock on the West Coast. It is the 12th of March in the year of our Lord 2026. Woo! Season 16, episode 36, 757 times. You have been welcome to the Clubhouse Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things sports, entertainment, pop culture, and pro wrestling. And this is not on tape delay. Welcome. My name is Rob. I am the executive producer of the Clubhouse Podcast, and I'm going to say it. I'm the king of time management, baby. I am not alone in this venture. That way from me is my co-host and a man that almost had to anchor this thing for a little while. He is Alex. What's going on, brother?
I feel like as the show, we are at least 1-1 against Dallas traffic because I definitely did not win today. And what the F is going on, Little Elm?
Basically, I tied it.
Yeah.
You know, at the bottom of your screen is the official fact checker of Sooner Gator Productions and a man that was prepared to be the co-host tonight. Mm-hmm. You may know him as Ig Bunu, but his mama named him Don Ford. I'm going to call him Don Ford. Hey, man.
I would not be prepared for it if I was doing it solo like you've done 2 times.
Actually,
that would be tragic.
Been 3, actually. But yes.
What's the 3? Okay.
Yeah.
3.
We had one recently.
But just in the last hour, have you allegedly broke any traffic laws in the last hour?
You can't when the traffic in front of you is going slow. You can only go as fast as the people in front of you.
I want to give full credit. I was coming into this thinking like we're going to have to vamp and fill time. Don was like, I'm ready for stuff we watched this week. We got this. And I was like, you know what, Don? I needed that positivity. Good for you, Don. Thank you.
Yep.
Woo! By the way, shout out to Quick Draw Shirts.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
And it ain't the only one. All right, kids, let's dive right in. Woo! Shout out to everybody at the OG. Reiner and Grooves. They went to the bullpen late. So I had to go run downtown and do that show and then come right back here and do ours. You know why? Because we do it for the kids. That's why. Man, I wanted to bring home food from there too. I was not my friend. Man, dude, when you smell barbecue smoke, you have to eat there. And I will make sure the next time I'm down there I do because it smells so good. All right. Let us dive right in. NFL talk. Max Crosby now not going to Baltimore after issues with a physical. We will neither confirm nor deny any rumors that are out there of what that could entail. Dallas was in the running, but they did not bring enough to the table for the trade initially. Are they back in this? Alex, I go to you.
I would think they would have to be because Dallas's interest in replacing the Micah Parsons that they traded last year and then saw the pass rush void. But it looks like they're either clearing space for an extension on top of it by trading Osi Odigizua to San Francisco. When's the last time?
By the way,
I'm sorry.
Nice job nailing the name. Very well done.
I have met the man, so there is that.
I'm saying.
But in that same scope, it's freeing up space. It looks like it's because what we had was it came down to Dallas and Baltimore for round 1. Baltimore offered 2 first-round picks. Dallas allegedly offered a first and a second, and that's why they wound up going why Las Vegas went with the Baltimore deal. There is a lot of rumor and innuendo about how that fell through, but Baltimore was so prepared for it. Apparently, they were already signing Trey Hendrickson before Max Crosby left the facility. That's how flagged his physical was. And
Don,
we're just going to leave it at that.
Oh, go ahead. Hold on.
I was going to say, but Dallas has to be back in, but they're bidding against themselves likely.
Don,
here's the thing. I'm not much on the free agent trade of what's going on. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have the Greek cred on it. The only thing I found out is that really looked at is getting the Baltimore one that it didn't went out. Who knows why? The other one is the big one, of course, of Kelsey saying that he has one more year. My question is this going to be his last year?
I'm saying yes.
I think this will be a good season for Kansas City, and I think he's going to go out on a win. Not necessarily a Super Bowl, but last year was such a bad season. I feel like that would have left a poor taste. But Rob, were you privy to the big signing that happened while you were on your way home?
It happened as I was leaving the sports bar of Kyler Murray now signing a 1-year deal with the Minnesota Vikings.
There you go, Mike.
So,
my predictions are going to be a little different this year.
To both of you, I ask the same question to both of you. Who made the best trade so far this season? Which team?
May I edit your? You mean whichever trade or signing?
Yeah, who's made the best
season so
far?
Who
would you call the best trade so far to date from this off season?
But I'm trying to clarify. You're not just referring to trades, though, correct?
Or what? No, I'm talking trades. Trades where somebody loses somebody.
Honestly, I don't know of any trades that have mattered that have actually been completed.
Oh, yeah, there's nothing that's knocked my socks off.
I mean, like Odigizua going to San Francisco is a great locker room guy, a great community guy, going to a team that did not stop the run well. That's kind of the only real trade that moved the needle at this point. And even then, it's meh. The best move was probably Kenneth Walker to Kansas City.
Okay.
It's the lowest impact overall, but Kansas City was sorely missing a ground game that would allow the passing game to open up. So while it's kind of a ho-hum signing on some level, I think Trey Hendrickson's going to be the bigger flashy signing for Baltimore because of the position. But I think Kenneth Walker is going to have a bigger effect overall on Kansas City's offense.
All right. I thought I lost you guys. It's just another thing popped up so I could get buttons working. Make sure it's working. Oh, nothing yet. Perfect. It's working. Tony Dungy officially not returning to Sunday Night Football, boys.
Yeah, it's interesting in that scope because Tony Dungy, he's a very good coach. But he is that player's coach. He's very calm. He's very well-spoken. He's very intelligent. But that's not very fitting for the bombastic nature of TV and how it has become the human cartoon show. Yeah. So while Tony Dungy might be smarter, he doesn't necessarily check the boxes they want for people, let's just say, to say some really crazy stuff that might go viral.
Well, and go ahead, Don.
I was going to say, I don't know. There's always going to be contracts, ages, all this stuff. But one group that I always loved was on Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels on Sunday night before Al Michaels went off to now do Thursday. That was like, why did they do? I thought they were a good combo. Like I always like Jim Nantz does good with Romo. I think they're a good combo. And of course, Buck and Aikman. Great teams. But on NBC, I always like Collinsworth. Not really in the beginning, but now I do as an announcer. I would like to see Michaels come back. I know he's getting up in age and everything like that, but if there's going to be an opening, I don't know. That's just my personal thing.
I would pay Michaels' contract entirely to never hear Chris Collinsworth say another word on a microphone. He is by far the worst on any sport in any station. I genuinely never want to hear Collinsworth or his stupid son again.
I can't wish anything bad on him.
I know why you can't, but he still sucks.
Even bias aside, I have no issue with him. I just don't.
He's terrible. He's just awful.
All right, boys, let's get into NBA standings. Okay. Again, flying by the seat of my pants tonight, boys, and this is how we do it.
We're just going to go from one thing I hate to another. Let's go.
Oh, man. In the Eastern Conference Southeast Division, the Washington Wizards, they're 20 games out. I'm going to go ahead and say they're not going to make the playoffs. They are currently 16 and a half games behind the Hornets. Charlotte now a game back on Atlanta. Very interesting discussion on the OG about the Atlanta Hawks today. See, check that out when it posts. Atlanta now 2.5 back on Orlando and Miami, who are tied. By the way, the top 4 teams in this division combined are on a 20-game heater. Now, Washington brings that down to 11. But, I mean, we talked about this on my Bam Adebayo with 83 points the other night, helping on that streak. I'm just saying.
We need to put the asterisk on that one the same way we do on Chamberlain, though.
Why?
Because the team stopped playing legitimate basketball to try and feed Adebayo. The same way that what people don't realize, it will disappear with the age of it. Wilt Chamberlain was offensive goaltending like crazy for that 100 points because it was legal at the time.
Take what's in front of you.
Also fair.
But I also did a little bit of a deep dive on that because I wondered with Wilt's 100-point game, not having the 3 back then, how much would that have affected it? And the answer is very little, if any. Because all of his shots were either inside the perimeter or on the free throw line.
Right.
So for those of you that were wondering that, there's your answer.
But at that same time, there was his teammates putting up shots and him tipping them in, which was legal at the time. But that's how you wind up getting the inflated number because Wilt Chamberlain was, what was it, on average 8 to 10 inches taller than the guy he was against at that time in the NBA.
But I'll tell you what, watching Wembanyama, did I say that right? He's shooting from the perimeter and hitting.
He's shooting from his spaceship because that man is an alien.
You want to talk about somebody backpacking a team right now?
That's true.
In the Atlantic Division, the Brooklyn Nets are 26 games out of first place. They've only won 17 more games this season than me. They are 22 games back on Philly. Philly's a game back on Toronto. Raptors now 5 back on Daryl's New York Knicks. And the Knicks are 2 games back on the Celtics. In the Central Division, that has no Eastern or Western, the Indiana Pacers still are not good. They're 31.5 back. They are currently 12.5 back of Chicago. The Bulls are a half game back of Milwaukee. By the way, Indiana's lost 10 in a row. Go back a year.
Yeah,
okay. Cleveland's now 7 back of Detroit, but they're 12 ahead of the Milwaukee. I'm sorry. Let's go to the Conference of Western right now in the Southwest Division. The Mavericks are in the cellar after losing 8 in a row. They're tied with Fly Pelican. And Fly Pelican, they're 27 games out of first in the division, kids. They are 2.5 back of Memphis. Memphis is now 16.5 back of Houston. And San Antonio's on a 5-game heater. They're 8 games up in the division. In the Northwest Division, which has a lot of teams not in the Northwest in it. Utah, 20-46. They're 31 games back. They're 11 back of Portland. Portland 9 back of Minnesota. And they and Denver are tied at 11 back of Oklahoma City, whose world it is, and we're just living in it. In the Pacific Division, because the Pacific is in the West, the Sacramento Kings are 25 back. Remember when they were good? They are 17 games back. They're 17 games back of Golden State. Golden State a game back of the Clippers. Clippers 5 back on Phoenix. Phoenix now 2 back on the Lakers. Starting next week, we'll get your playoff pictures in line. All right. I forgot to go to the NHL to the right place. So 1 second while I get there. For those of you that, let's pull the curtain back a little bit. I literally got here with 15 seconds to spare.
Oh, sir, it was at least 20.
No, it was 15. I looked at the clock.
Don't ruin the joke.
I'm good with it. I'll own it. In the Eastern Conference of the NHL. Hello. Need this laptop to behave. I don't care about the playoff picture. Give me the Eastern Conference. There we go. Atlantic Division. The Toronto Maple Leafs. We're so sorry, Kathy Kelly, but you're, 21 points out of first place right now. They are 2 back of my Panthers, who are tied with Ottawa at a point back of Boston. Remember Remember last year? The Panthers won the cup. Because I do. Boston is now 2 back of Detroit. Detroit is now. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm way away from everything. I hate the way they do their stats. Let's try it again. Toronto, 21 points back. They're 2 back of the Panthers. The Panthers now 6 back of Ottawa. The Senators now 5 back of Boston. Boston's a point back on Detroit. Detroit is 3 back on the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, Alex filled in for you last week, Don. Took care of it.
Thank you so much, Alex.
I did it very casual, though. I couldn't steal your thunder.
Montreal and Tampa Bay are tied at 82 points, and they are 4 back on the Sabres. By the way, the Sabres are on an 8-game heater right now. Stupid Sabres. And where, Don?
The Metropolitan Division.
You better. Oh, wow.
He got sassy with it. I like it.
Why not? I was off last week.
Did a little bam right there. Just like that. The Rangers, New York Rangers, they are 22 points out of first place currently. They are 6 points back on Jersey. The Devils now 5 back on the Capitals, who are tied with Philly. They're both 5 back on Columbus. Columbus 3 back on the Islanders. Don, you and the Islanders are tied, and you're what? You're less than 9 points behind the leader in your division.
Really?
Hold on to hope, brother.
Well, yeah, they'll probably make the playoffs, but oh well. Not the
in the Western Conference Pacific Division, because the Pacific's in the West, the Vancouver Canucks are terrible. Put a pin in it. They are 11 points back on Calgary. Flames are 9 points back on San Jose. Voice is back. Let's see. The Sharks now a point back on the Kings. Kings and Seattle are tied at Kraken. They're 3 back on Vegas. Vegas now in 3rd place in the division in an interesting switch up. They are tied with Edmonton, but they're both 3 points back on Anaheim, who's in the 1st place division right now. In the Central Division, Chicago's still in the cellar there. They're 26 points out of first place. Actually, I'm sorry. Yes, 36 points. I can't do math. They are a point back of the Blues. St. Louis now 2 back on the Jets. Winnipeg 4 back. What the poop? Stop that stupid non-magical browser. Don't want to see you. Let's see here. They are 4 back in Nashville. Predators now, 7 back of Utah. Mammoth is now, 14 points back of Minnesota in the middle of the pack. The Wild are 3 back on the Stars. The Stars are now 5 back on Colorado. Stupid Avalanche. We got to play North America's favorite game show, boys.
We do.
And it is, what is the goal differential for the Vancouver Canucks?
Now, before we get into it, Don, last week I guessed 70, and I was just barely under. I believe was the fact, but since you had missed last week, I wanted to make sure you had that information.
Okay, I appreciate it. And I did send a text of saying 80.
Yeah, but you did it like at 7:15. You have to do it before the show.
I forgot.
Once the show starts, I'm not checking text messages because I don't know. I got a show to do.
All right, I'm going to do what I did last week. I'm going to say 80.
Alex.
Yeah, have they lost that much? I'm going to say 75. I'm going to try and thread the needle.
The Vancouver Canucks have played 64 games. Means we have 18 left. They are 19-37-8 currently. That is 46 points. That puts them 29 points out of first place.
I feel like that's the same amount of points they had last week, too.
They are 6-25-5 at home. They are 13-20-3 on the road. They're 1-6-3 in their last 10.
Okay, so they did get a few more points.
Both are over. Currently, the Vancouver Canucks have a goal differential of -73. So we still have hope for triple digits.
We do. The hope is thinning out, but...
Hunter, what's wrong, son? Okay, he's fine. Hunter the Battle Cat has been on the... There he is. Just Just mowing. Just doing what he does. It's because I'm in the chair he likes to sit in. Let's change gears, get into television and stuff we watched this week. Gentlemen.
Shrinking continues to rip my heart out. It is the pattern of, it's a happy episode, get ready for the fall. It's a sad episode, get ready for the uplifting. We're going to jack with your emotions the entire way. I haven't been able to stick with it, but I have also started Ted season 2. And boy, I would like to know what Seth MacFarlane was smoking.
I think a lot of people would like an answer to that question.
This is stronger. Remember how we said Ted couldn't really be Family Guy come to life, but they'd try? They're getting warmer with season 2.
Oh, wow.
Done.
2. One is I watched the first episode on HBO of Rooster with Steve Carell. I love Steve Carell.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he should have got more acclimates than he did for was it Fox Center?
Foxcatcher.
The Office, Foxtrapper, and then The Office, of course. But this one, put it this way, I had it set to record this Sunday also. I took off the recording. I was impressed. I just would have you on that one. But then there was the American Classic, that new show also on the cable, about the guy who comes home and for the death and sees how he was an actor, so forth. And there's a lot of changes into the small hometown. That one's not bad. So that one I'd recommend. Rooster, much as I love Carell, sorry, didn't like it.
But did you hate it? Because your response sounds angry almost.
It was a disappointment more than anything. It seemed from the
you're not mad, you're disappointed.
Disappoint. You could say it's disappointment from the trailers.
Okay.
And watching it, it's just like, what's the point of this? And usually the HBO does some good stuff, but out of the other one, American Classic, I thought was pretty good. That's a new show that's coming up and I think it has potential.
Oh, Kevin Kline and Laura Linney are leading that. That's a great start.
Okay. Yeah.
On MGM Plus.
Yes.
Rob?
I got nothing new this week.
Okay.
But I am caught up on everything up to today.
Oh, good.
So I had watched a lot of TV this week because being out of pocket last weekend just blew the wheels off of everything. AMC has renewed The Audacity for season 2. So if you're fans of that show, you got that going for you, which is nice.
That's such a great title, though.
Fox, Hulu, Disney Plus. Don, pay attention.
Good.
Season 5 of The Floor kicks off April 8th.
Okay.
And they are promising a twist this year.
A twist?
Yes.
A twist. Okay.
Also, Shay Mitchell, who was in Pretty Little Liars, she will be part of this new Baywatch cast with the Amel. So I got nothing. Alex mentioned Family Guy. Did you see your announcement today? I'm taking that as a no.
I didn't hear a question.
Did you see the announcement today?
I did not.
Stewie's getting a spinoff.
Oh, dear.
For 2027, 2028. It will work in tandem with the Family Guy universe. So it's not like when Cleveland had his show and it was separate from everything.
Remember when Quagmire thought he was getting a spinoff and turned into such a jerk?
No, my favorite was when Quagmire was like, I'd like a spinoff. And then just Peter going, the gift was the show. Oh, no, that's what he said to Loretta when she said we didn't get a wedding gift from you. The gift was the show. So basically he's going to get kicked out of his old preschool and wind up in a different preschool that's a much lower quality and with people he doesn't know and a 75-year-old tortoise who is a conspiracy theorist.
It's Lean on Me with Stewie and a tortoise.
Why not? HBO Max, TNT, TBS.
Wait, this popped into my head earlier, and this is a very specific niche that I feel is only you and I, Rob.
Okay.
What if we get Stewie in a version of Only the Strong?
Oh, dear.
And he learns capoeira. Marcus Coscos, let's go.
HBO Max, TNT, TBS, Adult Swim. Alex, pay attention.
I'm listening.
Season 9 of Rick and Morty will kick off May 24th.
Not soon enough. Let's go.
That is your date there. NBA, Peacock, USA, Universal. I need to talk about SNL for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Let me first of all say, Ryan Gosling is a gift. He is a gift to America. He is a gift to the world. This was the best episode of SNL in years. And let me give you a couple of examples. Now, Alex, I need you to go back to the 3-shot because I need everybody to see you boys when we talk about this.
Okay.
The monologue. He comes out, great to be in New York, hosting SNL. Is that Harry Styles? Mm-hmm. Harry Styles is in the audience. And he's like, why are you here? Because Gorillaz was the musical guest.
Right.
He goes, well, I'm hosting next week, so I thought I'd come and watch you do what you and see if I can get some pointers because he's doing double duty this week.
Okay.
He's got the new album coming out. So Gosling starts talking about, the universe because, Project Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And they just keep cutting back to Harry Styles. And then it's like a split screen. He's like, no split screen. So then it's all Harry Styles. Very funny. Gorillaz was amazing. They did Feel Good Incorporated with Del the Funky Homo Sapien checking in. Ice Cube's cousin, Mr. Dabalina, Mr. Bob Dabalina. They had a sketch where him and two of the other guys were Cyclops. And they had reached the end of their quest. And in order to get to this treasure, they had to answer a riddle from these two goddesses. I was crying by the end of it because Cyclopses are not seen as the brightest race in mythology.
Traditionally slower, but stronger.
So they beat all of these other challenges, and they get there and they say, can I have the key? The treasure? Like, it's even the girls couldn't hold it together. And then he introduced Gorilla's second performance still in the Cyclops makeup.
No, I saw it. I saw it. It was a good.
The piece de resistance.
Yeah.
You read anything about SNL last week, Alex?
No.
So they do this sketch that takes place in a high school homeroom where he's the principal and he's supposed to be giving this class a speech about anti-bullying. Well, the teacher catches one of the students passing a note, and she's going to read it in front of the whole class. Right before she reaches over to get to the note, a graphic hits the lower third that says, we just want to let you know what's in these notes has completely changed since rehearsal.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So as they're reading these notes, because it's live reading, you can see the words. They had no idea what was coming. And it's like Chef's Kiss doesn't even say it. It was amazing. I would implore you to go to YouTube and watch this sketch. Because you really, one of the reasons you watch SNL is to watch them break each other. And this was a prime example.
Was it the last time Gosling on the Beavis and Butthead sketch that broke everybody? Yeah. Okay.
Well, because he can't keep a straight face.
No, it's pretty hilarious.
Well, he was also part of that sketch with the alien abductions with why did I just lose her name? I just lost her name, and she's one of my favorite cast members. And just it's brilliant. Just thank you, SNL, for giving me a good episode.
I saw that. I watched it on Sunday, taped it Saturday night, and
am I overselling, Don?
No. I think so far easily this is the best episode of the season so far easily. I won't debate on that.
It actually made me look forward to Harry Styles.
But it was something different where it's like all of a sudden today we're giving these people something different than what they're expecting on the change.
And during Weekend Update,
oh yeah,
Kenan Thompson has a new preacher. He's like a street preacher for SNL.
Yeah.
And the guy with 3 names. He was like his band leader. Again, brilliance. Absolute brilliance. Kenan Thompson is a national treasure. That's all I'm saying. Congratulations.
Rob froze. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Let's see. Netflix has announced that Jada Pinkett Smith will be returning for the A Different World sequel series coming up.
Okay.
So, and Alex, pay attention.
I'm listening.
Prime Video has announced season 4 of Reacher is coming this year.
Yes, it is.
Alan Richardson himself said it. Mm-hmm. He says it. We believe it. The only thing on TVD on DVD, that's what we should just call that. TVD on DVD. It's very catchy. The only thing you're getting this week is season 2 of For All Mankind.
Okay.
So, which apparently season 3 is going to be just wheels off.
Honestly, the premise is already kind of wheels off, but such is the world we live in.
Let's get into movie talk and stuff we watched this week. Whatever I watched this week, I can't talk about till next week. Anything from you boys?
Well, interestingly enough, I did watch War Machine with Big Buddy Al. Don was pretty spot on. It's not going to be one of the worst movies of the year, but it's definitely not one of the best. But it's fun. It's entertaining, at least. But all I have to say, and I want Don's reaction to the phrase I'm about to say, Alan Richardson's beard. It is the worst beard I've seen in any project in a long time.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be serious. But when they cut to a different shot that's supposed to be dramatic and you could see it just like glued hanging off the side of his face, that's not a great look. But that's the only thing we can talk about that I have seen this week. Don, did you have anything?
I saw on Netflix the one with the Batista Trap House.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it came out last year, but it hit Netflix, I think, week before last. I've got it on my list. I said I've already seen it.
I did see that. It was fun. It has Bobby how do you say
Bobby Cannavale.
Cannavale.
Yeah, he's in that too. They play DEA agents and things kind of go awry. And it has some good plot twists, has some good action for an action film and stuff like that. I did find the plot twists and stuff and the acting good. So it'd be one I'd recommend. I just saw also, which I'll probably watch this week and give a report because I didn't see it before. On Netflix, they just dropped Nuremberg with Russell Crowe.
I was texting Rob about that. I need to watch that as well.
Yeah, that's one I'll probably be watching tomorrow.
Only reason I haven't watched Trap House yet is because we just recently watched The Rip, and I feel like I need a little bit of separation there, just to separate the two.
Yeah, I wanted to watch The Bluff this week, but it got away from me, so I'm going to put it on my agenda next week.
What's that one about?
Do you want me to give you the quick rundown?
Yeah, in 10 seconds, whatever. You
can it is Priyanka Chopra, Jonas, playing Bloody Mary, who has left pirating behind, but is found by her former captain and lover on this quay just south of Cuba.
Yeah, okay, I think
it's not a great movie, but it's worth a background checking the box.
All right.
Plus, it's Carl Urban playing a badass. Carl Urban does that better than just about anybody else.
Another announcement from Alamo this week.
Mm-hmm.
This month, we start from April. From Japan with Love, working with it's called Toho Scope. The actual Alamo in LA is Godzilla themed. With monthly screenings, deep cuts, and kaiju classics from Toho Studios. April will be Terror of Mechagodzilla.
Ooh.
Where Godzilla clashes with his unstoppable metallic twin.
Mm-hmm.
Every show is going to have a custom menu with themed bites and cocktails, plus a limited edition Mechagodzilla t-shirt available, added as a ticket add-on.
Okay.
There's going to be, let's see. Alamo menu is going to have Blue Fire, Godzilla Punch, Monster Fries, and Boneless King Wings. They also have a Godzilla popcorn bucket and his mouth opens.
Oh, that's nice.
So go check that out. Go ahead.
No. I'm tangenting. Go ahead and wrap that up. I'll finish.
That was it. I got it.
Okay. Did you see the Yoshi bucket?
Yes, I sent it to you.
Okay. For the show. I didn't know if you had it available.
No, I don't have it on me. No.
Okay, but I love that. Don, did you see it by chance, or did you send it to Don?
I did not send it to Don.
Oh, when we get closer to it, we're going to have to do a deep dive on some of the things that are available for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, because I don't think they're going to even take the foot off the brake internally, let alone outside.
Yeah, I've got the 4K of the first one. I need to rewatch it before the new one comes out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, Catherine Hahn announced that she will be playing a Mother Gothel in the Tangled live action remake.
Mm-hmm. The best casting of that so far.
I am a big fan of her. So
same. And the voice actress who played Mother Gothel in the Tangled animated has signed off on it, saying that Catherine Hahn is a fantastic actress and she would love to see nobody but her replace that.
Universal working on a Bon Jovi biopic. I'm that old now.
I can tell you what my mother would title it. Talentless and Why.
I was going to say, is it suitable for our show or?
Oh, I'm cleaning it up. I've never seen anybody hate a performer more than my mother hates Bon Jovi. I don't know why.
Does she hate Bon Jovi or does she hate John Bon Jovi?
Yes. She does not separate the two.
Did I ever tell you the Bon Jovi story that exists within this home?
I don't believe you have.
So this is circus 2001, 2002. I am DJing full-time, working 5 to 2, 6 nights a week. My wife is coming back from a road trip, and she calls me. And she says, I have amazing news. I was just on a radio contest. I won tickets to see Bon Jovi. And she tells me the date. And it's a Wednesday night, which is the only night I don't work. And I was like, oh, that's a Wednesday. That's awesome. And then she proceeds to tell me, yeah, I'm going to call so-and-so and see if she'll go with me. I'm sorry, what? What just happened here? I'm like, honey, that's my.
You got Bon Jovi blocked.
It's on my night off. Oh, it gets better.
Oh, bring it.
He then says, yeah, but we're the bigger Bon Jovi fans. And I go, really? Name the drummer. And she goes, well, there's John and Richie. I go, no. Name the drummer. And she goes, that's not the point. I said, Tico Torres, and it is the point. I said, now I've got to get out of jail free card that I can cash in whenever. I mean, I've got the briefcase, boys, at this point in the game. I have climbed the ladder. I have removed the briefcase, and I'm waiting. About a month later, she calls me. Just won a contest on the radio.
Again. Got
tickets to Aerosmith. I said, cha-ching. And she went, no. I'm like, no. So I went to Aerosmith and took her friend's husband that she went to Bon Jovi with. That is all true.
That's hilarious.
True.
I love it.
Christopher McQuarrie, who's done the last couple of Mission Impossible films, I think the last 3. He is teaming with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Allegedly, we are getting King Conan now.
Oh, really? Okay.
That is the latest. I'm here for it. I need to go back and do a rewatch of those first 2. I also saw that Arrow Video is doing the old school Red Sonja.
Oh, nice.
And one of the things I forgot, because I talked last week how they're doing Blue Thunder. In May, they're doing a special limited edition release for Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. So shout out to Arrow Video. And I will probably be pre-ordering that when it comes up to pre-order, because I am unapologetically a fan of that movie and the score, because Michael Kamen's, God rest his soul, Michael Kamen's amazing. So Kate Winslet is joining the new.
Well, Corey did the last 4.
Okay. Kate Winslet is joining the new Lord of the Rings Hunt for Gollum.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So, and don't forget, kids, this Sunday, it's the Oscars.
That
if
it
you
is.
got nothing on the agenda, I want you to go down to the Angelica, see Mark Walters of BigFanboy.com. Free event. Watch the Oscars in a movie theater.
With movie people.
You never know what kind of shenanigans Mark's going to be up to. You never know who might show up. You don't. Depending on when he gets back from New Braunfels, you don't know who's going to show up. May not be on time. But we thought that tonight. You don't know.
I mean, it may be at the buzzer. It may be 30 seconds. It may be, and the winner is, oh, hey, Rob.
But did you see who was announced to be the in-house announcer for the Oscars?
I did not.
Matt Berry, baby.
Wonderful.
Let's go.
Checky Dotona checking in.
Human bartender. Movie new releases and places you see movie new releases this week. Reminders of Him. Okay. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a date movie. Enjoy that. Bring your tissues for crying.
I know
Also,
that's spoken directly at me. Don't worry.
Undertone. No, thank you.
I am actually interested in this.
But have you seen the trailer?
Yes, I have.
The way they do the reveal of the A24 logo.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool the way they did that.
A24, people could give them crap for being artsy, but you know what? They do damn good work.
So this is basically a couple of kids who do a haunted podcast and things go terribly wrong.
I believe it's just one woman that does the podcast that is introduced to it by another person.
Okay, but there's two of them I thought in the trailer, but still no. Also this week we have Saipan.
Okay.
This is, I'm going to scroll down. On the eve of the 2002 FIFA World Cup, the Irish captain Roy Keane forfeits his place in the squad as the team's preparation in Saipan following a heated disagreement with manager Mick McCarthy. Steve Coogan's in this.
That's a win.
You know, I'm a big fan. Also this week, we have Scared to Death. Jasper, a young filmmaker, seizes a chance to direct when his crew attends a seance in a haunted children's shelter. Trapped inside, they're haunted by ghostly orphans and a sinister force.
No!
And that's what I have to say about that.
This feels like it's just made to be a segue to the 13 Ghost series.
And we also have Slanted this week.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about what this is on this show. I cannot bring myself to.
McKenna Grace.
This feels horrible.
Yeah, this is written and directed by Amy Wang, directed by McKenna Grace. Let's just say it's a study in culture and leave it at that.
It's a very upsetting study in culture.
This is not for the weak or easily offended. Movies on DVD and Blu-ray this week. The new version of Anaconda going to be available with the Steelbook.
Okay.
I highly recommend this film.
Yes, it did. It made my top 10. It made my number 10.
We have The Coral with Ralph Fiennes that was released late last year. The David movie that came out, the animated one. The horror film Good Boy, where everything is seen through the eyes of the dog.
I can't do that one either. I'm too afraid for the dog. He did win Best Actor at the Gotham Awards, or there was something horror specific where Indy the dog won the Best Acting Award.
But here, real quick.
3, 2, 1.
I have heard tell that the dog lives.
I have heard that as well. That doesn't mean I'm going to enjoy it.
I'm just saying.
But you know me, similar to your horror thing, I don't want to see anything happen to animals. I will watch children, humans, anything else suffer. I don't want to see animals suffer.
And for the record, just so people understand, I'm the one that called Alex and told him to be very careful when he saw Guardians 3. If that tells you anything.
I very much appreciated that. I was devastated for a month.
The Housemaid with the Sydney Sweeney. That's this Tuesday. film that Alex and I definitely both enjoyed. I don't remember if Don saw it or not. Is This Thing On? With Will Arnett.
I still need to sue somebody over this movie, but yes.
The aforementioned Nuremberg will also be available on physical media for you this week. And Return to Silent Hill, already available.
Yep.
We're getting
we knew that was a direct-to-DVD.
We're getting 4Ks of Dead Again.
Okay.
And Jurassic Park 3, and Jurassic World, all getting 4K treatments this week.
It's such a random selection.
As well as the 90s classic K2, The Ultimate High, which refers to the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I did like that. And This Thing On, I never did see. I got the link, but it all came at once during the world season. So
I recommend it, Don.
Okay.
Yeah, it's worth seeing.
Yeah. And K2, I did like. I did like K. I remember
Mimic gets a 4K. I actually saw that at the Granada when the Granada was still showing movies. No, that was the Relic.
The Relic, yeah.
The one that has Penelope and Miller in it. And Ray gets a 4K release this week.
I think Mimic is the one with Penelope.
That might have been right.
I think Relic is somebody else. I'm drawing a blank on. I'll check.
Arrow Video releases the old school thriller The Birthday with a limited edition this week. And the Criterion Collection releases Class Tous Risques and Testament. And for those of you that have been asking after we made the announcement last week or on Sunday's show, we do not have a date yet on K-Pop Demon Hunters. But they announced that one, and Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein will be added to the collection. Alex.
Quick correction. The Relic is Mira Sorvino. Mimic is Penelope Ann Miller. I had it backwards.
Okay. You should know about other shows here on the network. And here to tell you about it is our leader.
Hello, it's Mike Reiner of Your Dark Companion here. Let me ask you, are you looking for something to fill the long dead air hours of your day? Well, join the Sunset Lounge DFW and Your Dark Companion on patreon.com, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. Replace those sad, slow hours with sports, pop culture, music woven into interesting conversations. So step inside the green door, have a seat at the bar, and get in the groove with those shows and so very much more.
Some big changes coming to Sunset Lounge DFW in the coming weeks. Stay by the channel. We've got some amazing things that are happening both from a content standpoint and from a logistical standpoint. Very excited about where things are going. And in the immortal words of a man that would respond to these words that I met this past weekend. And now, this. The second act of this show is the Cheap Popcast, your one-stop shop for all of the things in the world of our sport known as professional wrestling. Boys, let's get right into it. We want to say congratulations. Shotzi Blackheart has re-signed with MLW, so she's got a new deal with them. AJ Francis has re-signed with TNA.
He's been doing great work too.
And but no notes from Impact. Goodness mercy. Impact was kind of pedestrian.
A lot has been pedestrian of late. It feels like a weird dead zone leading into Mania, where everybody kind of comes to a crawl, but AEW is still putting on solid stuff. We're going to get into more of it as we come across.
Speaking of WWE, Kendall Gray has vacated the Evolve Women's title after her defense last night, which I'm okay with that because I think that her vacating the title helps keep her momentum as she continues her journey with NXT.
Well, and I think the hard part there is you're doing two different things at the same time, though, because both of your Evolve champions aren't technically with NXT, but only one of them is surrendering.
I think the other one's coming.
Well, I think the other one's coming at a loss, but
yeah. AAA scheduled to have their first plea May 30th at Arena Monterrey for the Lucha Libre World Cup.
Do you have a separate AAA note?
That's all the AAA I have.
So we are aware Nino Hamburguesa has been fired by the company after the incident at the show. You would think somebody who has been in the business that long could handle some heckling, but you'd never assault the fans.
That same night, Saturday night's main event will be taking place at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum in Fort Wayne, Indiana. It's the first time there has been a televised event in that arena since 2014.
Cool.
So, speaking of Indiana, I saw a quote this week from McAfee who's like, I still watch, but I feel like the business has kind of passed me by.
Well, there has been a lot of statement about whether or not he even is still under contract, as we have seen the company affecting certain people that are in other areas. So,
and SmackDown. It's not that I have a problem with Cody holding the belt.
I don't.
I don't understand the wrestling logic, which is why it is wrestling logic. I still maintain this will be a fatal four-way at Mania.
I still hope you're right.
I will hold on to hope that Alex's prediction of a championship scramble comes to pass.
That was not a prediction. That was just bringing something up that brought joy. But
I'm sorry, I normally don't check my watch, but I left my charger at the OG, and Becca said she's actually going to bring it here, which God bless her. I was fully prepared to figure out another way, but she's going to come bring it to me. So,
yeah, I think all of us also, the hard part here is we like Cody. We don't have an issue with Cody as champion, but Drew might literally be doing the best work in that company, and it's not even close. So compiling on top of that, we also all at least have some formative with Dusty, where we know where is the money.
Yeah.
It's in the chase, not with the face.
And that's been for Randy Orton specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Should I share with Don the joke I forgot to tell on the show that I sent you a couple of days ago?
Yes, please.
So, Don, have you seen Danhausen's latest demand?
In a couple, but I don't know what the last one is, but go for it.
Well, it's not the latest. The latest one is that when he goes into the Hall of Fame this year, he wants Sabrina Carpenter to induct him.
Okay.
But before that, his demand was to put his face on the side of Sphere to advertise WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
So my immediate reaction was, so can they blame the curse if they don't do it on the low ticket sales? I love the headline I read this week of WWE surprised at the merchandise sales for Danhausen. I'm like, are you not paying attention?
Yeah.
This guy is money. He is money.
He's money. He's funny. He's all the things you want. Because here's the other part. I still love my Rusev Dayhausen fantasy booking because Danhausen is a brilliant mind and performer. His wrestling is still pretty good. But I don't know that he carries it himself without the curse being his tag team partner. You know,
he has that X factor that you can't define.
He gets reading the room and striking where the iron is hottest.
Yep. Like him coming out the break and just throwing t-shirts to the crowd. That's the way to do it.
That's not even the best part. The best part was the lights go out. He's trying to escape. They turn the lights back on, and you just see him like Naruto running down there. And then they turn the lights off like, oop, we missed it.
I love how the tweet he had where it was like, they said my name was too short, so I gave them more Danhausen. I said, my Danhausen's pretty good. Not going to lie to you.
It is really.
It's passable.
So here, going back to the one thing, I know, like I said, I don't have a problem with Cody having the belt, but this twist right after the day after, I don't. Who honestly thinks it's going to be Orton versus Rhodes alone? Because Drew's going to say, "I want my rematch clause."
It'll be a fatal four-way with Jacob Fatu. I'm
do you want my honest opinion of what I think is going to happen?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it is going to be Orton versus Rhodes. And I don't think they're going to add anybody. The only rumor to keep it that way that I've kind of dug was that this leads us to McIntyre versus Aldis at Mania.
That would be fun too.
Yeah. And I think that's way more likely. If you want to be completely off the rails and do this like an old school Mania, it's Rhodes versus Orton with Jacob as your ref.
All right. I think that would be good for like a Saturday night's main event thing too.
Oh, absolutely.
I was totally surprised that Cody didn't win the chamber. I thought, they were going to
I like that.
I said
I mean, okay, I was surprised. I'm saying it was bad. I'm just saying that it was, oh my God, Cody actually didn't win the thing. But then I'm like, okay, so Orton, will he get the 15? Because he'll be so close to getting the 17 to the 18. In the end, I think somehow, I just think that Orton in the end is going to get the belt and be number 15. And really go for that beat out Cena kind of thing. But I just don't.
We're going to know in 6 weeks, boys.
Yeah.
Bailey gets AJ Lee on Monday in a really, really good gauntlet match. I sent to Alex because Alex didn't see it when they put the graphic up for who was involved in that gauntlet match. AJ Lee's response was just the Ralph Wiggum gif of "I'm in danger."
Yep,
love that woman.
God, here's one thing. I thought that whoever won the gauntlet match should have got the title shot at Mania instead of just the upcoming show.
I
that's
think,
how I would have booked it.
I think you're missing that this is the setup for Mania. Because what we had was Bailey's first appearance in the company proper was with AJ Lee as the Divas champion. So this brings us back full circle from first round mom to Bailey being second round mom. But you're going to have Lyra interfere, and we're going to wind up with a triple threat for the IC title.
Oh, at Mania?
Or actually, that one might be a four-way because you'll add Becky and Lyra. And then you'll have AJ, Bailey, Becky, and Lyra in a four corners match for the women's IC.
And as everybody spoiled for me the next morning before I could get to it, Finn Balor now out of Judgment Day because his 2-year stint is up.
Well, it is every 2 years.
Yep. Now on
is he out of the company or it's just
No. He's just out of Judgment Day. He was the longest standing member at a little over 4 years. But every 2 years, somebody gets turned on. It was Edge in 2022. It was Damian Priest and Rhea in 2024. Now in 2026, it's Finn Balor.
Okay.
I'm interested in his storytelling going forward because your original thought process is okay. JD will stick with him, but now JD's coming out and saying, no, he lied to us all along, sticking with the Judgment Day. I'm interested in the storytelling going forward.
How snug was that clothesline?
Whoa.
Okay, but did you notice the subtle thing about why, and I'm going to say it this way specifically, why Fergal Devitt is one of the best wrestlers on the planet?
That list is long distinguished.
Well, why he is from that segment. Not only does he take the beating, he takes the stiff shot from arguably his closest friend in the business. But instead of just laying there while somebody has a chair on top of him, which looks so dumb, Dom was having a little bit of trouble getting up, so he tries to, thrash free. The only thing that I would have liked some coaching, because I know Raquel, knows the business well enough, and if Roxanne was there, she'd know it as well. There should have gone over and put her foot on the chair or something so he didn't move, instead of just having him fighting JD. But if you cut back to that segment and you look at Liv and Raquel, they're both going, it didn't dawn on them quick enough to realize what was going on, but he's selling the I'm being held in place.
All right. I'm here for it. Because you're right. He's the man.
Well, and one of your favorite recent factoids, who are the only two wrestlers to both pin Okada and Roman Reigns clean? Bronson Reed and Finn Balor.
Yep. Vengeance Day was a thing. The recording will show you 3 hours and 4 minutes. That includes the pre-show. So it's only 2 hours long.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, though, if you do it right.
I will say in the street fight with Jada Parker. Alex, did you watch any of this?
No.
Don, did you watch any of this? So Blake Monroe grabs a bag from underneath the ring, which usually means what, boys?
Tax.
Yes, it wasn't. She had diamonds come out of the bag.
Oh, that's kind of a cool touch.
I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah. Character driven.
That's really all I took from it.
Yeah, the only thing I have there is yay Tater.
Oh, well, yeah, there's more here. OTM helping out Tony D. I know that's not a long-term thing, but I kind of like it.
Okay.
Tony D, when he let the ponytail out.
Yeah.
Holy
I did see
cow.
that.
I was like, is that Juice Robinson?
Oh, that's terrible.
But tell me I'm lying.
You owe that man an apology for that.
I love both of them. But he had to choose Robinson.
He did definitely have the poof going.
Holy cow. Tatum Paxley regains the North American Championship. And I will say this. If you're going to do Underground, don't do it in the main room. The lighting for that was terrible. I mean, I'm glad Lola Vice won because that's her wheelhouse and everything.
Yeah.
But do it like you used to do it in the other room because
it's in a dirty back alley kind of room. Yeah.
Stand and Deliver is going to stream live on YouTube.
Which is now AAA level. Got it.
Well, which is also believed to be the last plea on Peacock, period.
Oh.
As they move away.
That's interesting.
Because we know the library's already moved to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting harder and harder to find their programming.
Yeah, it is.
You got to go to sports, and then you got to scroll down. They're not making it easy, but I kind of get it. And we had the Charlie Dempsey turn that all of us saw coming.
But the addition of what pushed that over the edge was kind of an interesting touch.
Of Regal and Finn, or
the fathers.
Yeah, coming out.
Mm-hmm. Regal and Finley.
Yeah. Revolution is Sunday. So if you don't want to watch the Oscars, you can have that.
And it's, I'm interested in Revolution, but I'm also interested in the Oscars. That's a tough choice.
Yeah. I have a question from Collision, though.
Okay.
We had a tag team title match of FTR versus the Rascals, which, first of all, is a pay-per-view quality match.
Mm-hmm.
Say that.
Period. End of statement.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you save that match until after Revolution? Because by wrestling logic, there is no way you're going to have Rascals Young Bucks yet.
No.
No way in hell.
Not while they're both face either.
Well, yeah, but period, end of statement.
Yeah. Because
you really need to tell some story before you get to a match of that magnitude. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if they hold that match until All In. Because that match is going to need the largest crowd possible, because that match is going to be insanity.
I don't know that the Rascals move the needle that much. It'll be a good match with the Young Bucks. I don't think that. Let me put it in this context. For those of us that know how these guys can go, it's going to be a great match. I don't think that moves the needle for ticket sales or anything else. I think that's a Dynamite at best match at this point. I think you need a much longer build for the Rascals.
Don?
Too new into the company still. So I agree. Let's get some real storytelling. I would have waited to the pay-per-view for that FTR match to the Sunday, because I figured that could warrant it. But yeah, I could see All In London August. Build it up, give them some things, give them some highs, give them some lows. But then the big one with the Bucks, and they could tear that place down. Those two teams, yeah, easily.
Dynamite, we need to give sign of the week to. Someone in the front 3 rows had a sign that said the real MJF. And it was Michigan J Frog. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
I missed that.
I stood up in my living room. That was brilliant. Sir or madam, you get props from this show. And much like HDTGM, you get nothing. And we had the return of Roddy Strong in a double swerve, which
I felt it was well executed.
it was, but my wrestling brain went, there's no way he sides with the dogs because he would be the thumb at the finger party. Like, it needs to stay who the War Dogs are and leave it that way. Don't put anybody else with them.
See, but may I counterpoint this?
Always. That's what we do.
I feel like it fits. Because let me give you a different, very, very thin stretch, okay? What would you say is the most successful faction in American wrestling over the last, let's say, 10 to 15 years?
It's Bullet Club, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
In American wrestling?
Oh, in American wrestling?
ROH.
Yeah.
In ROH, yeah.
What,
Yeah, that's true. Bullet Club did have a run in Ring of Honor.
they did have a run in ROH, but I consider that a Japanese faction that came to America. I'm talking about ones that were only here.
Okay.
Do you want me to just jump ahead rather than play the game?
Yeah, go ahead.
I consider, and I may be off on the years, so bear with me, Evolution.
It is a mystery.
So you have 3 solid wrestlers with Gabe Kidd, Clark, and David Finlay, but they are young guys. Roddy, in that kind of a format, becomes your Ric Flair. Now, I know that that's a very thin line, but Roddy has done it all from being ROH champion to being in Undisputed Era as part of a faction. I'm not saying it works right off the bat from a story standpoint. I'm saying there is a mold that has worked multiple times over where you have a trio of young people and one older guy who's kind of been there. And yes, he's the first one they kick out when they get to that point. But from a business standpoint, it makes sense. How they did it, though, with the Orange Cassidy match with Darby Allin did not lead me to believe it was going to happen. But from a general fit, I see Roddy and the Dogs working.
That's a real slow burn and a real long term because
Yeah, it is.
From excuse me, from a character standpoint, they tried to make Roddy a leader figure in the Adam Cole
Baby.
period, but it never stuck with me.
That's why I'm saying it's one of those, let him feel like that he's in, but then he thinks too much of himself, and then they go, yeah, never mind, and then turn on him.
Or do you go a different way with it? And the Dogs, just because you chose to take sides against us, they beat him down, and that's how you bring back the OGK with him. And now you've got 3-on-3 because those guys are just wasting away, and it drives me to the brink.
Yeah, well, but they've also burned a few bridges, or well, not they, but one of them has, and one of them still dealing with injury. But for me, that fit would be more along the lines of it would be another fun situation where you wind up with the Dogs opposed to the Death Riders, where you put it with Wheeler, you put it with Pac, maybe you mix in Claudio, and that's your counterpoint to the Dogs. And then you have the Marina and Roddy thing on the outside, and that could be a fun segment that you run for a few months.
Don, any thoughts on that?
Still trying to figure what to do. Here's my thing. Actually, what I want to go back and is go back to if you had the book and checkbook for a year. Danhausen just went to WWE.
Yep.
What do you do with him?
I think you kind of let him do what he's doing right now.
He's your new R-Truth.
Yeah, that's why I want Truthhausen. But find out, just let him work with a bunch of different people, and then you find out where he fits in and you roll with it. Because Danhausen is not a guy that the character doesn't really fit with anybody right now, but I believe that there is a fit for him. So you kind of let him meander through the shows and do exactly what you're doing with him right now. And I would love to see, again, Truthhausen is what I'm here for. But we're just going to see where it goes because I'm not exactly sure right now. Alex, go.
Another very thin line you have there. Remember, they had nothing for Rocky Maivia either. And they just threw him out there against everybody and eventually he and Stone Cold wound up finding that magic. Maybe it's Danhausen and fill in the blank because we don't know.
Hey, when's his first match going to be? And does he get squashed? You know what I'm saying? When he gets in there.
I don't think his first match is a solo match. I think his first match will at least be in some form of a tag team or multiple people involved.
Actually, watch his
go.
Watch his first match will be something Hendry like at Mania, where he curses Miz, who is in the ring complaining about it, and Miz takes the pin. Danhausen's first win and third curse successful, or however many curse successes we were at, winds up being at Mania.
And then, what's the first title he gets and when? Do you give him the tag team with Truth?
We're not
even going way too far.
We're not even there yet. We're not even close.
You are crawling through the mucky woods right now, and we're outside on the path.
And I also want him to curse Miz, but the part that he follows the curse to would just be the return of Snoop Dogg. Let's just do it that way.
That would be funny.
But I would like to see.
And also, Don, I would say go back to last week when we already did the fantasy booking on Danhausen's first title.
I know, but I'd still say that I'd like to see him with the R-Truth win the tag teams, because I don't think he really had any championships, not even ROH or AEW, if I remember.
He did not.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember the old school logic: the people who are holding the belts are the ones that need a prop.
We also want to thank everybody out at Retro Expo. We had a blast last weekend. Great time. I will be in New Braunfels, Texas this weekend at Hill Country Comic Con. I'm going to interview Jem. What's up? That's right. You heard me. I'm also going to be interviewing the lady that at one point was the stunt double for Michelle Pfeiffer and was so in Batman Returns. How about that? So if you're anywhere near New Braunfels this weekend, come hang out. Next Friday, come on out to Frisco, Texas. Because next weekend is Texas Pinball Festival, boys. I'm going to go on Friday night because I am booked on Saturday. They're open from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m.
That broke my brain when you told me that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So we'll be out there Friday night. If you see us, come say hello. It's good for our self-esteem. There's a QR code right over by Alex.
Yup.
Scan that and you'll get to all of our social medias, if you will. By the way, boys, thank you for doing that video for me on Sunday. It was much appreciated.
Technically, we didn't do anything. We just held a camera and asked questions. They did it for you.
That was really nice.
Yeah.
And I very much appreciate it. I'll be sharing that soon. You can follow me on your social medias if you like. Everything is that Rob Irvin. That is spelled ERVIN.
I'm Vexploit on all social medias, but instead of the normal spiel, I'm going to tell you to go to CBD House of Healing at cbddallas.com. 8550 Plano Road, Suite 101 in Dallas. They got a lot of different things that can help you because it is women ran and registered nurse ran. So they do definitely want to take care of you. So make sure you're going to our main sponsors at CBD House of Healing.
They are located at Northwest Highway and Plano Road.
Wrestling shirts that even make me look good. ProWrestlingTees.com/cheap podcast. And at Twitter, I'm at Igbunu, at GBNUU. And if you want to smash your place, email me, Don at clubhousepodcast.com.
We just did a remote this past weekend. We don't mind doing another one. We ain't scared. Email Don for information on that. You can email me questions, comments, concerns. Tell me to go pound sand. I am Rob at theclubhousepodcast.com. Charlotte Marshall's on Pinterest because we are morally obligated to say that. Remember that there's so many great shows right here at Sunset Lounge DFW. And if you're not listening to all of them, what's wrong with you? There's some great stuff on this network. There's literally something for everybody. And I also, again, want to thank the guys over at the OG for having me on today. We had a blast. I'm looking forward to that. Right now it's on the Patreon, but it will be available on the regular feed soon. Whew. So until next time, for Alex, for Don, for the Empire, I'm Rob. Clubhouse is closed. And, Brady Palmer, you have a standing invitation anytime. Just let me know. We'll have you on. When you scared.
This is a Stolen Water Media production.